What's up, YouTube? Dr. Samaj here with another gospel piano tutorial. And today we're going to cover the song, I Know It Was Jesus. Now, this is kind of in a quartet style. And this is one of the songs that was requested by one of our viewers here on the channel. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to do this in the key of C major. Now, so when we do this song, all right, let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and lay the groundwork. So we've got to start with the intro. And then after the intro, we're going to do a verse. Then we're going to do the chorus. And then there's a vamp at the end. Okay. This song has a lot of words, but either way, we're still going to jump into it and we're going to get to it. But it's very important to remember that there are 4 different parts to the song. There's an intro. There's a verse, and the verse, they continue to come back to it. I'm just going to cover the music for one regular verse, and then we'll go over the chorus, and we'll go through the vamp. All right, there's a lot of chords in this song, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so the song starts with the intro. Now, the intro has some single notes. It's going to do 3, then flat 5, flat 6, 6, 7. All right, so let's do that again. It starts out with a 3, flat 5, flat 6, 6, 7. And then it goes to the 6th scale degree, the chord of 6, okay? So, once again, it starts out on the 3, which is E, flat 5, which is, we can say F sharp. Then the flat 6, which is A flat. And then we'll go to the 6, which is A, and then the 7, which is B, and then we'll play a 6 chord, A minor 7, okay? G, A, C, E, and here's A. So it starts out like this. All right, that's a lot, right? Single notes. So that's how the song starts out. 6, and then 2 single notes, 5, 4. So we'll play 2 single notes after we play that 6th scale degree. We'll play 5, 4, which is G, F, and then after that, play a 3 chord. Okay? Let's add all that together. So the intro starts out here. Then single notes, 5, 4, 3. The 3 scale degree chord is going to be a C major chord over an E bass. Okay? After that, you got to walk up from the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, what did I just now do? I did a 1, C major chord. Then I went to the 2, which is a D minor 7 chord, C, D, F, A, over a D bass. Then I went to the 3, which is a C major chord over an E bass. Okay. Then I went to the 4, which is an F major chord, F, A, C. Then I went to the 3, which is a C major chord over E, C major chord over this E bass, then 2, and the 1. Okay, so I just now did all of that. So once again, we said 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's add all that together. Okay, we're almost done with the intro. So the intro does this: single notes. 5, 4, 3. Then walk up from the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. After you do that, you've got to add something called a tagline. You've got to add something called a tagline. This tagline is something that we use in gospel music a lot. It's a tagline. It's a movement of chords and notes. I'll just call it a tagline. It goes like this. So what did I just now do? I played 3, which is a C major chord over E bass. Then you go to the 4. When I play this 4, notice that the way I'm playing this 4 right here is going to, a 4 is an F chord, right? In C major. F, A, C. But we need to make, because we need to play this fast, we're gonna invert the 4. That means we're gonna play it in a different order. Instead of F A C, we're gonna play C F A. All right, we're gonna mix up the letters a little bit. So 3, C major over E, then the 4 right here, C F A with the F in the bass. Then go back to 3, which is C major chord over a E bass. After you do that, let's make we're gonna call this a flat 3 diminished chord. Okay? So the flat 3, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3. Let's make it flat. And we're gonna make, instead of an E flat major chord, we'll make it diminished. Okay, let's add this C right here. So this is a E flat diminished chord, okay? We're gonna add that 6 to it. Okay? Alright. Okay. Then 2, D major, D minor 7, excuse me. C, D, F, A, and then 1. By the way, when I did that that diminished chord, that flat 3 diminished chord, I don't remember if I just now said it all. So let's call it E flat, F sharp, A. See, E flat, F sharp, A with the C down in the bottom, and it's E flat in the left hand. C, E flat, F sharp, A. So this is how we play this: 3, 4, 3, flat 3 diminished, 2, 1. I know that's a lot when you have to just learn it and you're like, I've never played that before, and I'm trying to play that fast, and my hands just keep getting all going crazy, right? But if you stick with it, you hang in there, you're going to get better at that, okay? At that tagline. So let's start this whole intro. This is the intro. Let's do the whole intro, okay? And then we'll go to the verse. So the intro does this. Single notes. 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. There's our tag. All right. You got all that, right? That's our intro. I did it wrong. There it is. Single notes to the 3. Then right there. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 1. Tagline. Now, when you get to the verse, you start on the 1. Then after that, single notes. All right, what am I playing now? I'm now playing basically an E major chord. I'm on like the 3. I went to the 3 scale degree, and I'm playing a major chord on that. So it's a major. It's the 3rd note from whatever key you're in. So you're in C. 1, 2, 3. I go to that 3rd bass note, and I make it a major chord. So now I'm on E major, but I'm gonna add the flat 7 here. So now it's gonna be a E7 chord, okay, or a 3/7 chord, okay. But what did I do before I did that? And then I made some single notes here, right? So I played 2, and then I played a flat 3. I played D, E flat, and then I went here. I walked up to it. So, see? There's an E7. Then you go to the 6, which is an A minor 7 chord. And then you want to go to a flat 5 diminished. See, I'm doing that flat 5 diminished. F sharp, A, C, and then go to the 4, and then you say, pulling me through. Pulling me through. All right. So this song is, once again, it's called I Know It Was Jesus. All right. And it's a quartet song. It's a bunch of wonderful singing ladies that sings it. And so once again, on the verse, you start on the 1. Put those single notes in, and I went to that E7, that 3/7. Then go to the 6, A minor 7, G, A, C, E. And then I go to that flat 5 diminished, F sharp, A, C. And then I go to the 4, F major chord. And then when I say pulling me through, I go to the 5, pulling me through. So I said, when I went to that 5, I went to G. And then That's when the chorus or the background singers come in and say, pulling me through. Fine. Then I come here, F major over A, G major over B, C major. So I went to the 5, 4 over 6, 5 over 7, 1. Pulling me through. Then after I do that, it's very important that you do some single notes with your right hand pinky. So let me come down here. So pulling me through. Pinky's gonna do this. 6, flat 6, 5. Okay, 6, flat 6, 5. So you would play A flat, G, and then you go to the 4. Keep your left hand, it's 4 over 1. Keep your left hand on the C right here, and then go to the 1. So what did I just now do? I went to that. Here's the verse. Here's the 1. Then single notes left hand. Right here. E7. Then I go to the 6. A minor 7. Flat 5. Let me see how I did that. Then go to the 4. And then you do that, pulling me through. Pull. I better do it down here. Pulling me through. Right hand is going to say, see, I did my pinky. So right hand was right here. I move my pinky up a whole step and move down half steps. And then I go to the 4 in the right hand. Left hand still on that C, and then it's back to the C. Now you got to put your tagline in here. Remember we did that? 3, 4, 3, flat 3 diminished, 2. All right, so once again, the verse was, I know it was Jesus pulling me through. Okay, we did all that. And then after that, we've done the intro. Now we've done the verse. Now let's go to the chorus. Now this chorus starts out with saying, there's no way I could have made it this far without Jesus. He was holding my hand. When I am weak, his strength makes me strong. What does it say after that? Oh yeah, it was Jesus. Hallelujah, pulling me through. And that's that whole part, okay? Okay, so once again, the chorus starts out on the 4. There's no way, F major. I could have made it. So there's no way. Okay, so there's no way. What does it say? Oh boy, there's no way I could have made it. Could have made it this far. Okay, so this is the chorus. You play the 4, and then after you play that 4 F major chord, you're gonna walk up from the 5. Could have made it this far. Okay, so 4, then 5, G major. So when you play the 4, you hold it for a second. Then you walk up from the 5. 5, 4 over 6, 5 over 7, 1. Okay, see what I did there? So I played the 4, then I played the 5, then I played 4 over 6, which is F major chord over an A bass. Then I went 5 over 7, which is G major chord in the right hand over a B bass, and then the 1. And then they say, without Jesus. You go to that 5 right there. When you go to that 5, you say, holding my hand. Okay, when you say that holding my hand, you do the same thing that we did in the previous line. Remember when they said there's no way? Then you go 5, walk it up, 4 over 6, 5 over 7, 1. So then you say without Jesus, go to the 5. And then for the holding my hand, 5, which is G major, 4 over 6, 5 over 7, 1. It's just like that one that we just now did. And then you can just do a 5-1 chord. 5-1. Remember 5-1 chord progression? 5-1. We do a G. They do a lot right there, guys. Really what they do is a 6-2 chord progression and then a 5-1 chord progression. But you can leave some of it out if you want to. They do 6-2-5-1, 6-2-5-1. Excuse me. 6-2-5-1. But if you were going to do the 6-2 chord progression, you would go to the 6, A minor 7, and then you would just drop your thumb down a half step when you go to the 2. See, I have an A minor 7 chord here, and then you just drop your thumb down a half step to this F sharp when you go to the 2, and then you could do 5-1, 5-1. 5-1 chord progression is G in the left hand with the F and B flat in the right hand, and then when you go to the 1, you just play a C in the left hand, and the right hand plays E, B flat. But like I said, you could just do the 5-1 chord progression if you didn't want to do this. 6-2-5-1, 6-2-5-1. You don't have to do all that if you don't want to. You could just go to the there's no way. Boom, boom. I could have made it this far. And then say without Jesus, holding my hand. Then 5-1. 5-1. Then they say, when I am weak, His strength makes me strong. So when I am weak, this third line of the chorus says, it's an F major chord, so you go to the 4 on that one. When I go to the 4, F, A, C. Am weak, go to the 5, it's a G major chord. Go to the 1, His strength, C major, go to the 1, makes me strong. So I'm doing tritones right here. The first tritone I do, His strength makes me strong. The first one I go is the flat 7, okay? Here's the 1, and then you go left to the left, that's the 7, but this makes it the flat 7. So when you do a tritone on it, you kind of put a little blanket around it. Here's a B flat, you put a little blanket around it. You just kind of surround it. So I'm going to put our blanket up here. Okay? So B flat in the left hand and A flat in the right hand with a D. A flat and D. And just move down a half step. His strength makes me strong. So the first tritone is based off the B flat with an A flat and a D in the right hand. And then you come down to the A for the second one. A in the left hand with the right hand has G and C sharp. Okay, so it says, when I am weak, His strength makes me strong. After that, this song is so busy, man. Let me show you what it does and then I'll explain it. When I am weak, His strength makes me strong. That's all that. Oh, I did it wrong. All right, did all that. So, when I am weak, His strength makes me strong. Then you walk up from the 6. 6, 5 over 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go to a 5 sus chord. and C with the 5 sustained. So it's a C major chord in the right hand with a G in the left hand. A 1 over a 5, 5 sus chord. Then make it a 5. Walk it up. 4 over 6, 5 over 7, 1. That pinky does those single notes. Go to the 4. You leave the left hand on that C while you go to the 4, and then go right to the 1. Then you do your tagline. Said, I know it was Jesus. Boom, boom. I know it was Jesus. Boom, boom. And then they say, Okay. All right, so what did I just now do? Let's go through this part. This vamp. This is the vamp. Start on the 1, 2, 3. So 1, C major chord. Go to the 2, D minor 7. Go to the 3, C major chord over E bass. 4, F major. Then 5, G major. 4 over 6, F major over A. 5 over 7, G major over a B. And then 1. So I said 2, 3, 4, 5 over 6, 5 over 7, 1. The second half of that, they do this right here. They go 1. Second half of the vamp, they go 2. Then 3 with D minor 7, right? Then 3, C major over a E bass. Then they go to the 4, which is a F major chord. And then they walk to the left, walk down to the left. 4, F major. 3, C major over E bass. 2, D minor 7, C, D, F, A. And then they say 5 over 7, 1. So the first half. I know it was Jesus. Dun, dun. I know it was Jesus. Walk it down. See? 5 over 7, 1. All right. I'm going to stop right there. That kind of is the outro or a vamp. It kind of ends the song. You can kind of roll out on that one. I'm going to stop the video here. Once again, I said we have an intro on this song. We have the verse, we have the chorus, and we have the vamp. This was one of the songs that was requested by one of our viewers. I know it was Jesus. And like I always say, guys, when you place a comment for a song, we say, hey, I want to know this. I want to learn how to play this song. Make sure you put the name of the song in the comments and put the artist that sings it so I can make sure I'm giving you the version that you wanted, okay? All right. So once again, guys, practice hard. Thank you for tuning in. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Please share this video. Take a look in the details of this video so that you can click on our gospel tutorial playlist, our gospel piano tutorial playlist, so that you can check out more than 100 different gospel songs tutorials. And there's a link to some of my own personal gospel music down there as well. I hope you enjoy it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you all next time. Have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day.